Have you ever sat in front of your screen looking at the exact same chart, the exact same candlestick, and the exact same signal as a professional trader, but you get completely different results? They enter the trade and stay perfectly calm. You enter the exact same trade, your heart races, your hands shake, and the moment the price drops 3 pips, you panic and sell. Then you comfort yourself. You say, maybe the strategy is flawed. Maybe I just need to buy one more course. But the hard truth is, the problem is not your strategy. The problem is something infinitely more powerful than knowledge. It is your position, not your position on the chart, your position in life. Welcome to Market Sector. Today we are talking about the uncomfortable truth of why the market treats two people with the exact same account completely different. Let's dive in. Act 1. The Scent of Desperation. Trading does not begin when you open TradingView. It begins the moment you step into the markets with a certain state of mind. Some people trade with spare money. Some trade with their life savings. Some trade with borrowed money. And some trade with the absolute last hope they have to escape a job they hate. From that very first moment, everything is already misaligned. When you trade with spare money, you can wait. When you trade with rent money, you need to survive. You cannot wait. And when you cannot wait, you will always enter a trade too early. Not because the signal is good, but because you are terrified of missing out. You are terrified of being stuck in your current life forever. The market is not unfair because it cheats. It is unfair because everyone enters carrying a different burden. If you bring fear, the market will look terrifying. If you bring the desperate pressure to win, you will always lose. If you want to know why you are losing, ask yourself this one brutal question. If this trade loses, will my life collapse? If the answer is yes, you are not trading, you are gambling. And no strategy on earth can save a gambler. Act 2. The Tale of Two Accounts. Let's look at a concrete example. Imagine two traders sitting in front of the same screen. They both have exactly $10,000 in their accounts. They both see the exact same buy signal. From the outside, they look identical, but inside, they live in two completely different universes. For trader A, that $10,000 is just risk capital. If they lose it, it hurts, but their life doesn't change. For trader B, that same amount is everything. It's years of savings. It's their only ticket out of debt. They both click buy, the price immediately drops a few pips. For trader A, it's just market noise. They set their stop loss, lean back, and let probability do the work. For trader B, that tiny drop feels like oxygen is being sucked out of the room. Their heart pounds. They start moving their stop loss further away, whispering, it's just a stop hunt, let me give it more room. Eventually, trader B can't take the emotional pain anymore and closes the trade for a loss. Just minutes later, the market reverses and rockets straight to the take profit target. Same strategy, same signal, same market. But trader A traded the system. Trader B traded their survival reflexes. The market didn't kill Trader B. Trader B eroded their own account through tiny decisions made in a weak psychology state. Act 3. The Danger of the Copycat. This brings us to a silent mistake that destroys millions of accounts every single year. You look at a professional trader on social media, you see them trading 10 lots. You see them holding through a 20% drawdown and sleeping like a baby. You think, if I just copy their actions, I will be rich too. But you are missing the most critical piece of the puzzle. You are copying their actions without understanding the position behind those actions. That pro trading 10 lots might be risking 1% of their net worth. You trading one lot might be risking 30% of your entire life. They can sit through a 20% drawdown because they are safe. You see a 3% drawdown and lose complete control. Trading is not a copying game. It is a tolerance game. You didn't lose because you are stupid. You lost because you tried to trade to the rhythm of someone else's heartbeat. Act 4. The ultimate freedom. You cannot force yourself to live in a position your psychology isn't ready for it. You cannot trade like a millionaire while you are being suffocated by financial pressure. When you try, you destroy yourself faster than a market crash ever could. True freedom in trading does not come from catching a 100 pip move. It comes from no longer being forced to win. When you don't desperately need to be right, you can finally accept being wrong. When you accept being wrong, you can finally let mathematical probability play out. And when you follow probability long enough, the results arrive completely on their own without you forcing them. Stop trying to be the hero. If you are a beginner, trade like a beginner. Trade to survive, trade to build patience. There is absolutely no shame in moving slowly. There is only danger in moving faster than your reality allows. The market was never your enemy. The hardest thing you will ever have to face in this game is yourself. Once you understand exactly where you stand, trading stops stealing your peace, you stop rushing, you stop gambling, you start trading. If this video helped ground your trading psychology today, please hit that like button and subscribe to Market Sector. It costs you nothing, but it helps us build a community of real disciplined traders. Drop a comment below and I will see you in the next video.